मेरी उड़ान को तो जरा ऊंचा कर दो यारो आसमान को। अपनी सोच मंजिलों से आगे सोचती है, बात अपनी आदत जोश की जुनून की है। अपनी सोच मंजिलों से आगे सोचती है, बात अपनी आदत जोश की जुनून की है। तू मेरे साथ है मैं तेरे साथ हूँ, तो हर कदम पे होती बातें यार जीत की है। ये उड़ान unstoppable, unstoppable, ये जुनून unstoppable, unstoppable, you are unstoppable, unstoppable, we are unstoppable. से मिल गए तो खुद ब खुद ये मंजिलें सलाम लेंगी। मेरे सफर से तेरा सफर जो जुड़ गया तो हम सफर की कोशिशें अंजाम लेंगी। तेरे कदम जो मेरे कदम से मिल गए तो खुद ब खुद ये मंजिलें सलाम लेंगी। मेरे सफर से तेरा सफर जो जुड़ गया तो हम सफर की कोशिशें अंजाम लेंगी। झुकेंगे हम नहीं, रुकेंगे हम नहीं, ये आंख जीत के ही यार ख्वाब देखती है। Yes, unstoppable, unstoppable, ये कमाल unstoppable, unstoppable, you are unstoppable, unstoppable. We are unstoppable. अपनी सोच मंजिलों से आगे सोचती है, बात अपनी यार जोश की जुनून की है। कहाँ से हम चले थे देखो आ गए कहाँ, मिला है साथ एक दूसरे का फिर है क्या हम। तू मेरे साथ है मैं तेरे साथ हूँ, तो हर कदम पे होती बात यार जीत की है। ये उड़ान unstoppable, unstoppable, ये जुनून unstoppable, unstoppable, you are unstoppable, unstoppable, we are unstoppable. Good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, let me all wish you the 5th International Yoga Day. And I'm sure a lot of activities would be going on at the plant and at other places. I have seen photographs of some, but I think it's a great occasion that yoga has become a part of now an international event day, which shows that how people are getting the benefit of this. At least I did my yoga in the morning. So wish that all of you join this. We just had a very successful CPL event in Delhi. We were all very thankful and blessed that Mr. Birla attended the event, gave us a fair amount of time, gave a lot of awards during the available time he had. And who all were there would have heard him, how appreciative he was of this team in terms of the performance it has done over the last 3 years, the turnaround we have seen, and he's actually was very excited about the next phase of the journey. And today's this webcast is more linked towards that. I thought it was important that I give you the clarity to the extent I have. When it is a legal process going forward, sometimes you're not clear on a lot of things. But it's important for all of you who are part of this organization, and as a practice, I've been sharing all the details in the past about what is the status of the merger, where it is, and I thought it's critical that I give you the recent update. Well, point by point, on 13th of June, the NCLT court announced the approval of the scheme of merger between the Century Cement and Ultratech Cement. However, the formal copy of it is awaited, which should happen in the next 4 or 5 days to a week at the maximum. Once that copy is received, then our colleagues in the mining department have all been working towards transfer of mines in the name, and that is the next process that will get initiated. So the day the mine transfer happens in Ultratech is what we call the effective date. And I want all of you to remember that the day mine transfer happens in the name of Ultratech is what we call as the effective date. And that is the date when you will all become part of Ultratech Cement. Till that date, the management of this company will be run by all of us at CTIL like in the past. Now, this process could take 30 days, 45 days, 50 days, is something which is unclear at this point of time. We will keep giving you further updates as we get more and more clarity. Now, this gives us a fair amount of opportunity to do a lot of background work in the interim. And recently there was a meeting in Calcutta, which Vibhu and I attended. This was with Mr. Birla and the senior management team of Ultratech in terms of what is the way forward in the transition. And this is not only brand transition. So there are 2-3 critical steps which have been highlighted and which we'll be working on in the next 30-35 odd days, so that we're all transition ready when the effective date becomes applicable. So one is the aspect of the balance quality upgradation, which we need to do from our existing produce to that of the standards of what Ultratech supplies to the market. I've had conversations with both Anish and Rajinder on this over the last couple of days. I know work has got initiated. The gap is not significant, barring for Century Cement Bekunt, for which a separate plan will be drawn. And for the other 3 units, I think it is a matter of time that the work will get finished. And our intent is that by the end of this month, or we should be able to do the first set of testings so that we are ready and give a confidence booster to the Ultratech team that this job is being done. The second would be in terms of a lot of discussions on the technology system training, which I think Amit and team are working with the Ultratech team, and some trainings are getting initiated. Sales commercial discussions have started in terms of how to align process and systems. Accounting systems have been work has started in terms of how to align. Now, all that is work in progress. The implementation of it will only happen post the effective date. That's why I explained to you what the effective date means. And the effective date clearly means that A, we have to end this quarter as part of CTIL. And by the looks of it, you could be somewhere between, the integration could kickstart somewhere maybe end of July, end of August. That clarity is not yet known. And that brings us to the point that while this kind of an environment does lead to slackening of intensity, I would urge each one of you, be you there in the sales and marketing team or in the manufacturing team or any other team, this is a time when the true spirit of Team Unstoppable comes forward, where we will not let our intensity go down. We have been a highly successful performing company over the last 13 quarters. Let us continue that so that when the integration to Ultratech happens, we go with the same footprint of what we have created in the past into the new organization. I know at this point of time the situation is tough. There is growth issues. The market is tough. The monsoon is not coming in the way it should be. Our plants have been breaking down at a frequency more than what was expected. But that's when each one of us needs to step up. This is a balance sheet we have owned for the last 13 quarters. Let this balance sheet shine the way it has shown all throughout those 13 quarters. I have full faith in each one of you. I know each one of you will pull yourself up if already not done so. And I'm sure by the end of this quarter, we would have met our objectives of delivering another set of fantastic numbers. And the same trend will continue till the day the effective date comes. And once the effective date comes, I know that this team will set benchmarks in the new organization, which the other organization will say and say, okay, we have really embraced a team which can deliver what it has been delivering in the past. As regards brand transition, that was a question which is being raised multiple times. I don't see too much happening even after the effective date for the next 3 to 6 months. So effectively, the brand will continue to be there. And my guesstimate is till the end of the financial year, because this is something which will be done as you progress and you move along and understand the market. Because this is not a weak brand which has to be cannibalized immediately. With the efforts of all of us, this brand is a resounding, strong brand. And I'm sure, and that's why you will have to be a little bit more circumspect. You will have to take a very, very measured approach in how do we do a brand replacement. Will the brand get replaced? The answer is yes. Will it be an overnight decision? The answer is no. So if a question is raised to you by your network or whatever, what is the future of the brand? You're saying the future of the brand is good, and you will see the brand competing this year. Other than that, it's business as usual. Let's put our head down. Let's get back to work. Not that we are not working. Let's get back to the growth stories which we've been writing all throughout and all along. And let's have a cracking month, cracking quarter, and a fantastic July ahead. I wish you all the best. Any questions you have, you know that there is a mail ID which has been created. Feel free to ask. Feel free to call up your colleagues, because this is a time when the competition will create a lot of noise in the market for you. The noise will not be positive, it will be negative. This will happen, this will happen, this will happen. Let me assure all of you, nothing will happen. It's business as usual. Same set of people, same set of brand, same set of the processes will continue forward. What will happen will be a change in the background, which will not be seen by the market in front. With that, best of luck, and I will give you another update as and when I get more clarity. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.